Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello everyone and welcome to your English class. In our lesson today, we will continue with what we are doing this week. We are revising your previous semester. So, it's going to be revision 4. All you need today is your book's mega goal number 1, a sheet of paper and a pen to take down your notes. Let's get started. You had a homework from yesterday's lesson. It was just about thinking. Think of a product. How would it look like in 20 years in the future? Any product, a car, computer, or any other thing. For me, I have chosen to speak about home or house appliance. What are these are in the future? How would they look like? Like blenders, microwaves, and these things. Do you think that they are going to be similar just like today? I believe they will be different. For me, I think in the future they will perform multitasks. Like what? One product, or let's say one machine, will do everything, blending and other things. We will not need all these appliances. One will do it all. Also, they will be green. Green, environmentally friendly. They are not going to harm the environment. Also, they will be safer. If a child or a kid would like to use it, it would be safer for them. In the future, they are going to be smarter. Maybe we can work them out using our computers or using our phones. They will have with our devices, and they will have applications and other things. Do you think so? What are the products that you yourself thought about? You might have thought about computers or any other one. Just list the things that will be different within the product 20, 50 years later. Okay, for our lesson today, we will continue with the revision. I will remind you with the units that we have covered. The first one was big changes. Then careers, what will be, that was yesterday's lesson. And the art of advertising, did you hurt yourself? And take my advice. Today we will focus on the fourth unit, which was titled The Art of Advertising. What do you remember from that unit? Do you remember what do we mean by advertising? Advertising is promoting, telling people about a product. Maybe it is a product or a service. Like I have this pen and I want you to buy it. So I will tell you good things about the pen. Okay, so we learned at the beginning how to describe a product. There is a product that you bought or a product that you have seen, and you will describe it. You want to tell about it. What information can you tell about it? The first thing, you have to collect your data. What data? These have to be about the product, the physical description, and about its history. You have to tell it was first used by whom, and maybe its history, how it developed until it got to be this smart or this good. Also, your information have to be right. Make sure that if you are going to say about anything about a product, you are telling the truth. You are saying things that are right. And also, your information are interesting. You will not say something that is repetitive and everyone knows about it. Okay? So, what things are you going to tell about? You can tell about the color. What colors does it come with? Speaking about maybe a car, it comes in different colors. Also, its history. It was the previous model was it looks like this, and the first model looked like that, and it looks like this and that nowadays. Also, the material. What is it made of? It is made of or made from, let's say, maybe metal or paper or any other thing. Compare it to other similar products. I will compare my car to the previous model. I will compare my car to my brother's car. Let's say this pen to that pen. comparative is a good idea to compare the product you are trying to advertise and tell that it's a good one. And also options. What other options do we have? We're having other options. Maybe these are the colors, the models, or other things. And what made you choose it? This is an important thing. The thing that you liked the most about it. What did you like about it? Maybe you liked the most the color, or maybe you liked the size, or whatever. You have to highlight what you liked the most. Okay. So for me, I will tell you about my pen. A pen that I have chosen myself. I will tell you good things about it. It is made of white metal material. Also, it is safer than a pen on a screen. If I'm using a pencil, this pen is going to be very safe on my touch screen. It's very helpful. Also, it is more attractive than the black one. I chose white because I believe that the white pen is more attractive. And also, it is the cheapest of its kind. I like it because it is the cheapest. Nothing is cheaper than it. I can afford it. Also, it is the most comfortable pen. Light and comfortable when you are using it, not to write, but to draw and to use it. It is very comfortable and light. I would tell you it is as light as a feather. Very light, just like a feather. Nothing is lighter than it. And it looks like a real pen. If you look at it, you will think that it's a pen, a real pen, or a pencil. However, it's not a real pen. It is used for touch screens on my computer, on my tablet, on my and even on my phone. I can use it in any touch screen. Okay, so here I told you the description, the color, why I chose it, and I compared it to others. This way I am trying to describe and advertise. Let's take these sentences one by one. At the beginning I said it is made of white metal. Who made it? No one made it. I don't care who made it. The most important part, it is the material itself. It is made in Germany. The important information is Germany. And it was designed for touch screens. Designed. Who designed it? The designers. And the price is guaranteed. Who guaranteed it? Who would guarantee it for me? We would say anyone. Maybe the bookstore or the stationery. Okay? So from these sentences, let's compare the first two. It is made of and it is made in. What do you think? Do we have a subject in these two sentences? Actually, no. Why? Because these sentences are in the passive voice. Like what? Like when we're saying here, the engineers, the car is made by the engineers. We can take out the word engineers, by the way. You can take it out. And the car is made of this material or that material. However, if it is an active sentence, I would say the engineers make the car. This is the subject, this is the verb, and this one is the object. However, here we started with the object. What did we use? We used the verb to be. Where is it? This is the verb to be. It is. Why is it is, not was or be? Because this verb is in the present tense. So the verb to be will be affected by the verb in the active voice. Okay? Let's take another example. What if we are having a sentence in the past tense? And the engineers made the car. Last year they made it. I could say here, the car was made by the engineer. Made, and here we're having the verb was, the verb to be. It was made by the engineer. And this one is verb number 3, by the way. It's not the past, it is verb number 3. Past participle. One more example. Let's take it. What if it is in the future? The engineers will make the car. They will make it next year. So the car will be made by the engineers. In the future. You have to use will to show the future. but I need a verb to be, so just add be. Okay? One more. Let's do this example. Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa in France. So, he painted the Mona Lisa in France. Let's analyze it into subject, verb, and object. Subject, Leonardo da Vinci. Verb, painted, and object is the Mona Lisa. We don't need to speak about Leonardo da Vinci. We want to speak to highlight in France and it was painted. So, this verb is in the past tense. We would say, the Mona Lisa was painted in France. Check was here, because this one is in the past tense. Was painted. It was painted. Okay? We make cheese from milk. This is sentence, subject, verb, and object. Here, the subject, the verb, and the object. The verb here in the present tense. Present. So are we going to use was? No. We will say cheese is made by us from cheese. And you can take this one out. This is not an important information. It is made from milk. Okay? Present, so present. Past, you will use was or were. Let's do this exercise. Car-Benz made the first car in 1886. Made, a verb in the past. So, the first car was made in 1886 by Car-Benz. Number 2. Companies all over the world produce cars nowadays. Produce, present. So, nowadays, cars are produced all over the world. And you can add by the companies. Number 3. In the future, people will drive smaller and smaller cars. So, smaller cars will be driven. They will be driven. Verb number 3, by people. Okay, this is the passive voice. Highlight the highlight, not the subject. You will highlight the action. Back to the pen that I want to tell you about it. My pen is safer than a real pen on the touch screen. If you're using a real pen or this pen, this one is very safe. Then it is more attractive than a black one. I have chosen the white one because it's very attractive. It is the cheapest of its kind. I compared it to any other pen and I find it very cheap, and I like it because it's cheap. It is the most comfortable pen. I tried all of them and I found it light and very comfortable. Now what did I do in here? I compared the pen with all the others or with the black one or any other pen. So here I'm using the comparative and the superlative. Let's highlight now the comparative form. We will speak about the comparative. Comparative, we will use adjectives. If the adjective is short, like safe, I would say safer than. Short, just add er. So the pen is safer than other pens. This one is safe and that one is safer. Safer than. How about if the adjective is long? Expensive, attractive. So attractive, long adjective, we're having many vowel sounds. So I would say it is more or less attractive than. More attractive than, less attractive than. So the pen is more attractive than the black one. The white pen is more attractive. I liked it more. Let's do this exercise in here. Complete the description. You will use the comparative form of the adjectives of the adjective. So these look like shoes I can wear anywhere with anything. We're speaking about the sneakers. So I would say it's comfortable. These shoes are comfortable. How can you compare it? Then the shoes with the high heels, comparing the two together. It is more comfortable. It's long, you can't make it longer. So long, just add a word. More comfortable than the high heels. How about the high heels in here? The high heels here are special. I would say they are more special. Two long adjectives. More special. more beautiful, more attractive. Okay? What about it in here? Muhammad is thinking about water and soda. I should get the water, but like the ad says, soda is refreshing. So Muhammad knows that water is healthy. If you compare water, healthy, and soda, short adjective, it will be healthier than soda. However, but he thinks that the soda is, let's use the adjective sweet. It is sweeter than the water. Short adjective. This is one vowel sound, which is the E sound. And vowel letters, sounds. Okay? Then we're speaking about the superlative. Superlative, comparing one to everyone. This pen to every other pen around, in the world. So we're speaking about short adjectives like cheap. This pen is cheap. Any other pen is more expensive than it. So I would say it is the cheapest. Nothing is cheaper than it. So the pen is the cheapest of its kind. No other pen is cheaper. Also, it is comfortable. It's a long adjective. Can we add est? It will be longer. So I would say it is the most or the least comfortable. So it is the most comfortable pen or the least comfortable pen. Okay, speaking about this man, his name is Robert Wadlow. He died in 1940 and he was 2.71 meters tall. What do you think about him? What adjective can you use with him? We can tell that he is a tall man. Tall is a short adjective. He is very tall. No one is taller than him. Short adjective, so the tallest. He is the tallest man. Let's say on earth. How about the Titanic? Titanic 1997 was an expensive movie to make. Different problems made it more expensive than any other movie. So we can describe it that it is an expensive movie. Do we have anything more expensive than it? No. So we can say the most expensive. We added the thing in here. The most. You cannot add est to a long adjective. What about the as and as? If we are describing them, we will use as with adjective. So it is as light as a feather. Compare them together. As light, equally light as a feather. And it isn't as heavy as any other. What did we use in here? We used as, and this is the adjective without any addition, as light, as big, as attractive. And if it is not, you will say not as big as attractive as, regardless, long or short adjective, just add the adjective. Let's try to do this exercise. Write a description of the photos. Use as. So whether as or not as. The compact car is not expensive sports car. Not equal to each other. So we will put the as here, one as and as, then the adjective in the middle, not as expensive as. One is cheap and the other one is expensive. Not as expensive as. What about here? We're having juice and water. They are both healthy. Water is healthy and juice is healthy as well. So what can we use? We can tell juice is as healthy as. It is as healthy as, equal to each other, just like each other. Speaking about food, Thai food and Mexican food. Both of them are hot, spicy, equal to each other. So we would say sometimes Thai food is as hot as Mexican food, just like each other. No one is different than the other. Okay? Back to the pen in here, we would say it looks like a real pen. It looks just like a real pen. When you see it, you will think that it is a pen or a pencil that you can write on paper using it. So similar. However, if you look carefully to it, if you look at it, you will find out that it's not a real pen. It is a touchscreen pen. So I described it how it looks to me. So let's look at this picture. What can you see? It is a peanut. However, it looks like what? A description. You can tell it looks like a duck. But if you look carefully, you will find out that it's not a duck. It is a peanut. In this way, we can use the sense verb. Sense verb, how do you smell the thing? You describe it something similar to the other. Sense verb like smell, sound, or taste. Like, just the word like. Then a noun, it smells like a cake, sounds like a train, tastes like a carrot, and looks like a bug. So, looks like a bug. If you look carefully, you will find out, no, it's not a bug. It sounds like a good idea. When I listen, I find it's a good idea. But we have to think about it. Let's do this exercise. The air smells like. All of them are going to be nouns. The air smells, I smell something in the air. Like, maybe you can say smoke, something is burning, or rose, like flowers. Then, I'm not sure what this food is. I'm just trying to taste it. But it tastes like, you're trying to guess the ingredients, like maybe chicken, maybe a cake. I'm trying to guess the ingredients. I don't know what I'm eating. She has spoken English for 10 years. And she sounds like, when I listen to her, I would think that she sounds like a native speaker, as if she were American or British. Brian washed his car this morning. Now it looks like what? It looks like a new car. Looks like a diamond. It is shiny. A new car. Similar to. It doesn't mean that it is. Okay. For your homework, think of a product, maybe a pen, maybe it could be a car or anything, and that's something that you bought recently. And tell us, why did you buy it? What made you buy it? You will tell me it is bigger than anyone, it is the newest, it is more expensive, it is cheaper, whatever made you buy this or that product. Okay? I guess that is it for our lesson today. And thank you so much for your time.